Doing like this lighting, I don't know. I don't even know what books I'm holding. I'm just like sitting here. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! Where's my phone? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my goodness. Hi everyone, I'm Yenis and welcome back to my channel. So in today's it is already in June. It's mid-June, the time I'm filming this video. So I'm trying to say it is crazy how 2019 just went past, like half of it is gone. So today, in honor of this June, we are gonna do one of my favorite tags of all time. I don't know how many tags I did this year. I felt like I'm not even posting in 2019, so I can't. Anyway, today we are gonna do the mid-year book freakout tag. I did this last year. I mean, the video itself is not bad, but it was embarrassing watching it back, so I'll just get started. The first question is best book you have read so far in 2019. I don't want to make this choice so fast because I just love to procrastinate this till the last second. This stressed me out because like I have so many books that I love already and I honestly so grateful. Anyway, I'll tell you what I got on my list. So I am on my Goodreads. Wait a second. I only read 20 books so far this year. The potential book that could get to my top 1 favorite books of the year includes The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Jenkins Reid. Also, because it's like Pride Month right now, best book to read. Next book that can be a potential best book of 2019 is Radio Silence by Oseman. Loved that book. So important, and I don't know how many of you are still in finals right now, but that book is life-changing. The other book, yes, oh my gosh, why did I? The other book is The Red Scrolls. Did I drop? I'm a mess. Featuring my Wasp Funko. It's here, by the way, sitting on my shelf 24/7. So another book is The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra, Clare, and Wesley Chu. I think I already talked about it, but it's just phenomenal. Like, it is one of those books where you just love the characters so much. Like, you can just stare at it and you can have all those good memories back. Like, I'm not making sense, but the other book is Vengeful. I'll see if it's here. It's here! It's Vengeful by VE Schwab. I don't want to pick one right at this very moment because I just don't like to feel that pressure that this early. Either they're so good or they're mediocre where I know it's not going to be on a list, or they're just bad. So it's hard. It is very tough. Okay, next question. Best sequel I've read so far in 2019. I haven't read a lot of sequels. I mean, I did, but I think I only read 3 sequels, including the Elite, the one. I'm counting as one because it's the same series. And I also read the Crooked Kingdom, and then I read Vengeful. So y'all know it's going to be this. I love the characters. Amazing characters. On the plot its own, I feel like I would have loved the first one better, but on character wise, this book got me into a reading slump, so I feel like I can give a lot of credit on it because it gave me a freaking reading slump after reading it, but it's worth it. I would have willing to go through another reading slump just to read this book. It is how I would willing and how much I love this book. Okay, the third question is new release I haven't read yet but want to. There are a lot. I'm just gonna mainly focus those on my shelf. Anyway, the book I still haven't read is Again But Better by Riccio. This book technically came the next day the book got released on the 5th of May. You know what? I was very excited to read it when it came. I think I'm at a stage where I'm like so near tears and then I just almost cried. And I am still excited for it, but it's almost, no, it is exactly, no, more than a month later and I still haven't read it. The fourth question is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I need to grab my tea. Wait a second. The books oh my gosh. I would have said Rebel by Marie Lu, but then I would just be kidding because I haven't even read Legend. So I would be a fake fan because I am. Oh, I thought of one. The sequel to Okay, this dust jacket right here just jumped and it scared me to death. The sequel to Girls of Paper and Fire, and I think it's like Girls of Storm. It is. I almost spit my tea, but Skyhunter by Marie Lu. Wait a second. Expected publication date is on a December 31st of 2019. Wait, can you see it? I'm like, cause, oh my goodness. Can you see it? Expected date? Oh my gosh. I feel like this book does not even have like a synopsis right now. Okay, I'm sitting on some fake flour. Say hi. Yes, this book does not even have a synopsis, and it just, but I feel like Goodreads are always having fake news, so it's not really that trustworthy, to be honest, but like, I'm so shocked. I hope it comes out this year, so I can be less of a fake fan. I do love Marie Lu's book. I mean, I do love Warcross with my whole entire heart, just that I haven't read other books by her, so. Oh yes, I can find it. The sequel to this is called Girls of Storm and Shadow. I'm excited for it and can't wait to see how this story continue. Yes, that's the right word. The other book I'm very anticipated is that I just discovered it yesterday, and it is not YA. It's not even adult fiction, because it's not fiction at all, and it's a memoir, and I have never read, I mean I did, but like I don't read normally, and it is a non-fiction, a memoir, and I'm just like, life is changing, right? No, actually not. And it is beautiful on the outside by Rippon. You know what? He is like my new favorite role model. I did watch his video, ended up crying. It's just, I'm not even being dramatic, but like, I love his sense of humor. Yesterday, I just figured out that Adam was also, wait, what was that? Oh my goodness. Is that an insect on my sweater? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take a picture for you because that's disgusting. What is that? I saw its eyes. Oh my goodness, that's so creepy. Look, what was that? Do y'all see it? It's so freaking creepy. What is that? Oh my goodness. I'm still like low-key very scared, but like, okay. Where was I up to? Why is my tea open? What am I talking actually? Adam Rippon. Yeah, he was at BookCon. Was that what I was planning to say? Okay, I can't stop not staring at it. It just, I'm pretty sure it's dead, but I don't know. I really cannot stop staring at it, like. So yeah, these are two of my very, very anticipated reads of 2019. I wish I can like just finish the entire Legend series, and then I just can't be on time to read Rebel. I keep saying Rebel. What's wrong with me? Okay, so the fifth question is the biggest disappointment, and I already talked about one of my most disappointing books on my last wrap up, so you can check it out this way. No, this here. Yeah, here. I'm gonna talk about another book because it's also disappointing. I can't concentrate. Why do I have to look at it? Oh my goodness. Okay, so the book that it was very disappointing for me is The Love Interest. On the Goodreads, most of people rated it a 3 out of 5 stars, and so did I. This book, let's just be real, okay? I don't hate this book, not for the most part of it, because if you don't know, I read this book, I read this book from a Friday night from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. and then I stopped at 4 a.m. because there's 70 pages left and things go wrong, like in a very wrong direction, and it just does not interest me anymore. The characters annoys me like a lot. For the most part of the book, I love the ship, the OTP, whatever you want to call it. They're cute, but something kind of unforgivable happened, then it's done. It's just done. I'm done. they're done. Also, the story takes a very weird direction. Imagine. So you're reading To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Even if you haven't read it, you may know what it's about because it became a Netflix original. So basically, it is a contemporary. It is one of those very relatable, I think it's brand relatable, daily life story where it's contemporary. So imagine Peter Kay. I mean, he does sports and he does lacrosse. How do you say that word? And he does lacrosse. He goes gym. I don't know, but imagine he does. So just a very athletic guy. 80% of the story, he's just normal boy who plays sports. But then at the last part of the story, things kind of change. He starts like killing things. Like, what is that direction? I don't get it. And also, just because he goes to gym and just because he does all those sports does not mean he is like capable of like literally fighting and like using a gun and to, you know, kill all those. It's kind of weird. So that is how I feel with the story. It is a very major disappointment, especially for the characters, that single unforgivable thing. But yeah, the sixth, I'm staring at it again like, oh my goodness. The sixth question and books is biggest surprise. I would have said The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo because I honestly love that book with my entire heart. Maybe not entire heart. That's a huge statement to make. Maybe I should say Vicious by VE Schwab. I do not have the book. I mean, I read it on ebook, so I don't have it like physically with me, but it's going to be somewhere on the screen. This is honestly my first attempt into English adult fiction. I've never read any of the adult work before, and going into this, it is one of those experiences that I would wish that I could go have it like all and over again. I would definitely still want to read Vicious. It has the most amazing storytelling method. The time order of how events go is honestly one of the things that keeps me on the edge of the seat, is that how you use that phrase. So like the first chapter is last night. They're telling all these things that happened last night, and then the next chapter is going to be 10 years ago. So at this point you still cannot see the link, the connection between last night and 10 years ago. And as the story progresses, you'll start to see that connection, but then there is still a big hole in the middle that's missing. Like, you know, something happened in between that causes what is happening right now, but you don't know what it is. That's just so captivating for me to continue. Oh, there's a lightning. You have to figure what happened in between, and honestly love that book. 5 out of 5 stars. Big surprise. The seventh question is favorite new author, debut, or new to you. So I'm going to go with Taylor Jenkins Reid. I loved The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six. I also have one more. Yes, VE Schwab. I'm just repeating authors over and over again because I don't have things to talk about and I need to pretend that I read a lot. So next one. The eighth question is newest fictional crush. I don't have one. I feel like a year ago I would have like a lot of fictional crush, but like at this point of my life I just don't. Moving on. The ninth question is newest favorite character. Good question. I don't even know. No, do I seriously want to repeat like books after books? Like, I don't. I didn't read a lot. Maybe 3 months ago I would have said Nova from Renegades, but then I kind of stopped reading that series. I don't know, like I still haven't finished Arch Enemies. Oh, maybe I'll go with, I'm repeating things like okay, maybe I'll go with June from Vengeful. I honestly love her. She's ambitious, so kick-ass, and also Marcella, strong. I don't care if she's like a villain or hero, she's just so kick-ass and so strong. I love her character. That backstory, you know, when you're starting read on the first page, you know that she's gonna be a very strong character in the future, and you know something's gonna happen. It's just captivating to read about her. The 10th question is book that made you cry. Okay, I have a long list. Let's get on with my Goodreads. So the first book I cried, I think, is The One by Kiera Cass. I did cry because I'm a little trashy and I did cry. and I was listening it on audiobook. I was walking, running late to have dinner with my parents. I still vividly remember that like my eyes, tears is like streaming out of my eyes, and then my legs are like somehow managing to walk very fast. Like I feel like I will be tripped over at any time soon, but I did not. So that's the first one I cried. And did I cry? Oh yes, I did cry in Crooked Kingdom. I did. Why did I cry on every single book? And then it's Stacy Jones and the Six. Oh my goodness, that ending. And then Seven has the Evelyn Hugo. I've been like talking about, I don't know for how many times on my channel, I mean on this video already. I listened it on audiobook, and the last 2 hours of the entire audiobook, I don't think I've stopped crying. It's that bad. It's tissue after tissue. Next book I read is, the next book I cried is Illuminate, which is here. The English edition is here. The next book is, oh, this is a funny one, kind of. I did cry over this book. The most disappointing book of 2019. I cried, not because it's touching, not because I was moved by the story, but because of how frustrated and how angry and how much I hated this book. It was disappointing. Very disappointing. Have you ever, like, I don't know, have you ever, like, been so angry at something that you just cannot stop crying? Like, your emotion is just overflowing. That is me while I was reading this book. It's weird, I know, but okay, does that count? I don't even know. And then the next book I cried is Radio Silence. Love that book. And then the next one I cried is The Red Scrolls of Magic. Right there. The last one I cried is The Love Interest. I don't know if it counts. Okay, I don't remember. I don't remember if it's because of the story, but I don't really think it is. I feel like it's more like a late night issue. I'm not sure, to be honest. So, counting that, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I totally cried on like 10 books. I only read 20 books so far, and I cried half of them. So yeah, the next question is book that made you happy. We're gonna go on the list again. I'm going to go with The Red Scrolls of Magic. I did had like a few days things just go really tough, and then I just, it's already like 11:30 p.m. I just need that little kind of comfort, and I just curl in my bed and just read a few chapters of The Red Scrolls of Magic, and I feel instantly better. So yeah, that book does mean something to me, and it's definitely a book that makes me happy. This 12th question is favorite book to movie adaptation you saw this year. Wow, I did not watch any movies in June. Surprise. I did not watch any new like book to movie adaptation this year. I mean, I did watch one that is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, but then I haven't read the book, so that doesn't count. But I did like rewatch 2 movies that is like adaptation, but I already watched them last year. I think last year this video I said Love, Simon, so I'm not gonna say it this year, and I'm gonna go with City of Bones. The thing is, I know this is probably unpopular, but I did prefer Lily Collins and Jamie Campbell Bower than Dom and Kat as Jace and Clary. I feel like they're the perfect cast for Clary Frey and Jace last name. But for the rest of the cast, I feel like the TV show does nail it. Matthew Daddario, perfect. Alec Lightwood, Emerald, Queen. She's honestly perfect for Izzy. Magnus, both are great, but I have a special heart for Harry Shum Jr. I know I'm like kind of having an unpopular opinion right here, but like, I mean, I feel like I'm not alone. At least my mom is on my side, so she also feels the same, so yeah. The next question is favorite review you've written this year. Okay, let me tell you a secret. Actually not. I did not write any review in 2019, nor did I film any reviews on my channel in 2019. I've always wanted to write a book review or just film one, but I just am very afraid of not having my thoughts put together well enough, and because if I am like criticizing a book, I don't like it when reviewers say that they hate a book but they did not give any valid reasons or did not give any proof to support it. Not personal or not directing or shading anyone. I'm just saying like a general picture. I do not like it. But yeah, if I'm counting all those wrap-up mini reviews I did during my wrap-up, I would have say The Curse of Maleficent, because this is one of those books I very rarely say I hate a book. So going into this, I know it is a big statement to make. I don't want people to misunderstand what I mean. I just want to present my thoughts well enough to have people understand me. They don't have to agree with me, and I just want to be that reviewer. The 14th question is most beautiful book you have bought so far this year or received. So I feel like I need to go with this because I need to flash my signed copy. No, just kidding. That's not my intention at all. What I want to say is that I haven't read A Darker Shade of Magic very obviously, and I do like the cover a lot, and I did not expect it to be signed. So I was very surprised when I saw it, because you have to know I don't live in a city, an area where authors come here and sign, because they just don't, and people here just don't read. And yeah, so that's not a thing. So if I ever have a signed book, I'm gonna scream until I can't scream. The 15th question, aka the last question, is what books do you need to read by the end of the year? There are so many, including, first of all, in order to not to be a fake fan anymore, I need to read the Legend series so that I can read Rebel. I also have to read To Kill a Mockingbird. My teacher, very nice of her, lent me her copy. Now that I cannot not return it because it's hers, not mine, even though this book has been like on my shelf for a month already and I still haven't read it. I mean, yes, technically speaking, she told me not to rush reading it, but then I'm like, am I that really shameless to not return it to her? So yeah, I guess that's that. And I don't know when I'll upload next, to be honest. Hopefully not long later, because I'm still kind of really busy. So anyway, love y'all, and I'll see you in my next video. It's like literally storming outside and I'm just here casually filming a video.